Professor Sinn, you have written a new book on the euro crisis called The Euro Trap, published by Oxford University Press. But why a new book now? Because interest rates are down, countries continue to borrow, the ECB is helping. This sea is calm.
Calming the financial markets is not the same as solving the real problems of Southern Europe. These are competitiveness problems. All the countries went through an inflationary credit bubble, which deprived them of their competitiveness, and now they need to undergo what one calls a real devaluation, and that's a very, very painful process taking lots of time.
You've called your book Euro Trap. Why is the euro a trap?
Yeah, it's a trap because this process of real devaluation is so difficult. The unions would not accept wage cuts simply to improve the competitiveness of the economy. Creditors and debtors have a problem which cannot be solved by cutting the prices, because then the debtors will not be able to repay the prices and the wages. Also, it's a trap for other European countries which provide the money to compensate for the lack of competitiveness. It's a liability spiral which is beginning. So for none, the situation is very comfortable in the euro, and there is no easy exit visible.
Why should anybody leave? What's the advantage?
Yeah, if you are too expensive, what can you do? You can cut your wages and prices, difficult. You can ask others in the Eurozone to inflate, difficult, perhaps forbidden, perhaps not possible, because the rates of interest are already zero. What can the ECB do? And if you don't want that, and cannot do it, then you can exit and devalue and regain your competitiveness, which is very dangerous too. All these possibilities are problematic, but have to be discussed.
You've recently called the ECB a bad bank. You've agreed to Jürgen Stark, who called them a bad bank. Why is that?
Yeah, because the ECB will now begin its quantitative easing program, buying ABS papers, for example. The ECB has provided lots of credit to the banks of Southern Europe by reducing the collateral requirements. And now it says it wants to buy this collateral. Actually, the standards for buying ABS papers and other assets in the private market will be the same as those for its collateral policy, as the ECB has announced. And here it went already below the investment grade for Greece, Portugal, and Ireland. It accepted government bonds as collateral, even though rating agencies said it's no investment grade. And this policy will now be continued with the purchases.
Instead, what should be done?
First, we need a debt conference to alleviate the burden of the debt by having haircuts for commercial bank debt, for national central bank debt, and for local governmental debt. Second, we need to reconstruct the euro so that it becomes a breathing currency union where you can not only enter but also exit. And third, we should have harder budget constraints in the sense of having a settlement system for the debt between the local central banks, the target debt. Following the American example, rather than reinventing the wheel, we can do it like them. And then I think we should prepare for a process to create a European confederation following the Swiss model. But the most important thing here would be to have a common army rather than mutualizing everything. We can do it like Switzerland. That would be a possibility for Europe.
Thank you very much.